Good day. Thank you for joining us for today's news. If you find this helpful, please consider subscribing. We're here every day with calm, clear updates, just for you.
In a somber moment for the music world, Chris Faiumu, the founder of the iconic New Zealand band Freddy's Drop, has passed away. Known as Mu Faiumu, was a key figure in shaping the sound of jazz and dub music in the region. The band, formed in 1999, has since performed over 1,000 shows, sold 500,000 tributes from fellow musicians and collaborators highlight Faiumu's influence and the deep respect he earned within the industry, from his early days in Wellington's music scene to his collaborations with artists like Danny Lemon and Devin Abrams. Faiumu's legacy will be remembered for his calm presence, musical innovation, and the joy he brought to audiences. His passing leaves a void in the hearts of those who knew him, but his music and spirit will continue to inspire future generations.
Chris Faiumu, the beloved founder of the New Zealand band Freddy's Drop, has passed away, known to fans as Mu and DJ Fitchy. He was the creative force behind the band's groundbreaking sound, and Unforgettable Live, performed based on a true story, became the third highest selling album by a New Zealand odd and she wore. Freddy's Drop was known for its unique blend of hip-hop, reggae, and electronic music, as well as its legendary improvisational shows that brought audiences together in a way few others could. As the band celebrates its 25th anniversary, the music community is mourning the loss of a true icon. Tributes from fans and fellow musicians highlight Faiumu's lasting impact on New Zealand's music scene, and beyond. His legacy lives on through the music he created, the lives he touched, and the enduring influence he left on a generation of artists.
The Waiuku Bar, a site of immense cultural and historical significance in New Zealand, is now facing a dire threat from climate change. Known as Teitohi Waiuku, it's one of the oldest human settlement sites in Aotearoa and holds deep meaning for the local Rangitni o Wairoue. Recent studies reveal that rising sea levels and more frequent storm events could lead to significant flooding, putting the site and its invaluable artifacts in Kuri Hembard, a co-author of the study and a descendant of the Rangitni o Wairau, emphasizes that the site's vulnerability is no longer a distant concern. He warns that by the 2050s, sea levels could rise by half a meter, increasing the risk of flooding to 50%. Even more alarming, by the end of the century, up to 75% of the site could be submerged. Hubbard highlights the urgent need for action, not also other culturally Sadavrao Bar, but also other cults. The collaboration between Rangitni o Wairau and IWA has brought together Maori knowledge and scientific research to address these threats. As the climate crisis accelerates, the Wairau Bar stands as a powerful reminder of the need to safeguard our heritage for future generations.
Chris Faiumu, better known as Mu and DJ Fitchy, has passed away, leaving behind a profound legacy in the world of music. As the founder of the iconic New Zealand band Freddy's Drop, Faiumu was the creative force behind their unique blend of hip-hop, dub, and electronic music. His work with the band, especially the 2005 album based on a true story, remains one of the most celebrated in New Zealand's music history. The album not only topped charts for over 2 years, but also became the third highest selling by a local artist. Bariva Studio, Freddy's Drop was remade. Last year, the band celebrated its 25th anniversary, a celebration that boosts their trends. Tributes from Faiumu's passing spreads. Tributes from fans and fellow musicians flood social media, with many sharing personal stories of how his music inspired. With Meishi Woka,
Northland is dealing with the aftermath of a powerful storm that left hundreds of homes without power. The gales which hit overnight brought down trees and power lines, with one home even losing its roof and a truck being flipped near Dargaville at the height of the storm. Over 8,000 customers were in the dark, but by Friday morning, that number had dropped to nearly 500, mostly in Tinopai on the Kuiper Harbor. North Power is working to restore power, with a helicopter helping crews locate faults. They aim to have everything back online by the end of the day. In the far north, Top Energy reports about 140 properties still without power. Meanwhile, Local resident Bridget Roberts shared a touching story of communion. Passers-by quickly came together to clear the road, showing the strength of the local community with the weather now calmer. The focus is on recovery and preparing for future storms. Residents are hopeful that with the help of crews and the support of neighbors, Northland can rebuild and move forward.
In a bid to increase voter participation in local elections, local government, New Zealand is pushing for a series of changes. One of the key proposals is the introduction of more orange voting bins at locations like Supov, using video statements from candidates to provide voters with clear invitations. Currently, voter turnout has dropped significantly from 56% in 1989 to 42% in 2022. Nick Smith, chair of LGNZ's Electoral Reform Working Group, says the current postal system is not sustainable and is calling these changes would require legislative action. But some councils are already testing out candidate videos. While these reforms won't be in place before 2028, LGNZ is working with policy and SA to ensure voters are well informed about local candidates and their policies.
In the quiet town of Waiuku, a tragedy has left the community in shock. 3 lives were lost in a devastating car crash on Masters RG, claiming the lives of 2 students and their relative. The incident has sent ripples through the local school community, with the principal of Mauku Primary School ex-call Francis C. Latuvelia. Her daughter, Uehivelia, and niece Marley Tulua were heading home from school when the accident occurred. Described as bubbly, curious, and full of life, the children were just beginning to explore the world. Their loss has left a void in the hearts of those who knew them. The school has been working closely with the Ministry of Education to provide support to those affected, and a traumatic incident team has been deployed to assist the community. In a heartwarming gesture, a local fundraising page has Algo Fundraising Pay Me. As the community mourns, the outpouring of love and support has been to part. This tragic event has reminded the town of the fragility of life and the strength of the human spirit in times of sorrow.
In a tragic incident that has shocked the world, Israeli tank fire struck the Holy Family Church in Gaza City, killing 3 people and injuring at least 10 others. Among the victims was Father Gabriel Raflik House of Worship in Gaza, had been a refuge for over 600 displaced people, many of them children. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Majak called the attack a stray round, but the Vatican and Catholic leaders have questioned this, emphasizing that the church was deranged Huasaf the miscarriage, the strike unexpected in Italy, calling the strike unacceptable. The Vatican, under Pope Francis, had maintained a call the Icanto. The attack has further strained the already dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, where over 2 million people are living in extreme conditions as the international community reacts. The Vatican and Catholic leaders have called for an end to the conflict.
Perry Farrell's wife has come to his defense on Instagram after he was involved in an onstage altercation with bandmate Dave Navarro during a Jane's Edition performance in Boston. The incident has raised questions about the band's internal dynamics and the management of personal and professional conflicts. As the situation unfolds, the music industry is watching closely to see how the band will handle this challenging period and what impact it may have on their future projects and collaborations.
A 12-year-old girl has been killed after a drunk driver crashed into her on State Highway 2 in Hawke's Bay. The driver, Shane Smith, has been arrested and is expected to face charges of dangerous driving, causing death, and drink driving. The girl's mother was treated for minor injury.
That's all for today's news. We appreciate your time. If you enjoyed this update, please consider subscribing. Your support helps us keep going.